Okay. Um. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Today. A big shout out to our co-founders, Jacinta and Francisca, even for this opportunity to give this short introduction. My name is Joshua, and I'm glad to be here with you as part of EDTS community. Before we dive in, I would love to take a few minutes to set the stage, who we are, what we do, and why today matters, why today is very important. First, a little about EDTS. Our mission is simple but powerful. We aim to create a supportive space where young people can learn, grow, and turn their ideas into impact. Just as I give this short introduction, please you can use your chat box to let us know where you are tuning in, where you are following this live stream. You can just write on the chat box where you are streaming in, which country, which nation you are in. Thank you. Over time, we've built a community that not only support personal development but also drives we projects. Part of that is through training. We run structured programs that covers everything from technical skills to leadership, entrepreneurship, and community building. But we don't stop at training. One of the things that we are most proud of is our internship program. Through it, give we give motivated participants the chance to apply what they've learned in real world settings, gaining hands-on experience, mentorship, and a stepping stone into their future careers. Our community is the heart of everything. We believe in collaboration, we believe in peer support. It's not just about learning from instructors, but also from each other. And today's session is a great example of that spirit. Now, I'm especially excited to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Victor Chidera. He brings to us a wealth of experience in supply chain, logistics, and is a Power BI analyst and a visualization specialist who has worked on projects that perfectly aligns with our values at EDTS. We're lucky to have him share insights and practical knowledge. Before I hand things over to him, I want to encourage everyone here on this call, those watching with us virtually, to take inspiration from this project. I want everyone that will be a partaker of this event to think about how you can replicate similar initiative in your social circles, in your communities. If you do, please tag us on social media. We would love to see your work. We would love to support you. We would love to support your project, and we would love to amplify your impact. With all that I've said, let me pass you over to Mr. Victor Chidera Ugwu. Please join me in giving him a very, very warm welcome. Thank you, Mr. Victor. You can take the stage now. Thank you very
All right.
much.
Thank you so much. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly
Okay.
clearly.
Okay. So thank you so much for the introduction. Um, at first, I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know that I'm going to show. I think. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Actually, I didn't know that I was going to show my face because I'm always shy from cameras. Just a few minutes ago, I reached out to Miss Jacinta, and I was like, "Am I going to show my face?" And she was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, wow, I didn't plan it. Most of the classes I've been holding, I don't show my face. I just teach. And that is it. So thank you very much for the privilege. I had to come up with this because where I wanted to stay at, currently there's no light. Yeah, so I had to leave there to, arrange with a friend of mine. So I could show my face. You understand? Because it wasn't intended. So thank you very much for the introduction. So today we are going to look into supply chain performance, a dashboard I built. Let me share my screen. Um, okay, Jacinta, you want to say something?
Yes, Victor. So, although we are very excited to see your face, unfortunately, we are the only ones that can see your face in this call right now. So your face is not showing on YouTube because you're speaking from another device. So the device you're speaking from is being, you know, that's the one that shows. So we're the only ones that can see
Oh,
your face, but we are happy, right? So you can actually turn
oh,
off your camera.
oh. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, no, wait, let me continue showing my face. Uh, so,
So I can brag now that I've seen Mr. Victor's face, right?
as well. So let me continue showing my face. Don't worry. Someday, you guys will see my face. My pictures are there on LinkedIn and that. So, that's by the way. So, today, let me share my screen. So, would okay, I've already shared my screen. So, you guys can see my screen, right? Okay. I think that I think that as a yes. As a yes.
Yes, yes, we can.
So, okay, thank you very much. So, would be looking at this report if time permits to move into this story. So, if time permits to we also look into this view, this view, exactly a view. This option by please. Thank you very much. So, if time permits, we also Joshua, please, can you off your mic, please? God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, if time permits, we also look at this view, which is actually a drill down. Then, this is the pivot table. I didn't do much, honestly. I didn't do much. It was just basic stuff. And when you look at this dashboard, what's going on? Excuse me. So, sometimes something is odd. Okay. So, okay, good. So, I don't know. I don't know what is really going on. Good. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So, so without said and done, we just start. I don't know. My laptop is just misbehaving this night. But we'll just start immediately. So, Control N or for a new sheet, or rather I would go to my file manager. So I could open up okay, this is it. Week one logistics. Oh, we can use this one. Supply chain logistics raw data. So this is the raw data. This the raw data. It just has 51 rows. I think 50, sorry, not 51, because these are the headers. Uh, so and again, the data set is quite clean. So that is why I didn't import it through Power Query quite clean. So the first step we could do in order to start this analysis is to turn this raw data into a pivot table. Sorry, into a table. I thought pivot table today, so that's why I'm saying pivot table itself. table. So Control A to highlight and Control T. It's going to show you my table. My table has header, so you just click OK. So this is it. But to spice it up, just design, just select the table style you like, the one that fits in your choice. So I will go with this. I'll go with it. Yes. Then we have the store column, the product category column, the supplier, um, the transport model, the order quantity, right? Then we have the delivery quantity, and we have the order date, delivery date, and fulfillment rate. So very quickly, try to see. So, there's not much work here. So that's why I think import the data through Power Query to do some cleaning. And again, when I was working on this, I did some manual inputs. So manual input, and the additional columns I added, manually. I did, use Power Query again, or Power Pivots. Alright, so now we've done this, we are going to have just a few columns, and it's going to be this what do you call it? Let me take a look at this. Okay, what I added was field and bonds, which I didn't make use of the bonds, but I realized because I thought I would there, I thought I would do some time series stuff. So, well, it says hanging. This is this is one of the things we don't pray for as Nigerians, or as data analysts. So your Excel will be hanging. Okay, I think the best thing I can do is let me let me show field list so I could see what I added. So I added the field late and month. The field late okay, delivery dates, field late and month. That is the additional column I added. So would go straight here and first let me start with delivery days. So delivery days. I just want to know the delivery days. So um, equals dates. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for that. Okay. We start with month first. So equals month. So now I'm gonna go to what we call the order dates, then click enter. So this month is just going to return the figures for me because that is exactly what I needed. Like I said, I also didn't use it. I also didn't use it. I just just added it there for formality's sake. Then for field, the field. Um, so I use if delivery quantity is greater than order quantity, then order quantity, then it should be one or zero. So let's make this. So this gives us sorry, I simply don't know the reason why my Excel is hanging. I don't know. Oh God. Oh my. So the fulfillment rate. So this is it. So the column we just added now, this is what is going to give us when we decide to calculate the tax formula. And then the next one is, excuse me, let me do something. This one is actually, okay, let me go this way. And now the next one is going to be to be able to get the late, um, let me check it. So I could know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. To see if there was any late deliveries. Like, so, and this one is, I I need to move it to the version I'm currently using here is 2015. So for me to be able to add any addition, I need to go to Power Query, Power Pivot. I don't know why Power Pivot isn't working. Oh God. Hmm. I don't know if we've actually experienced this because I've been experiencing this for weeks. I would activate my Power Pivot and the next thing I see it is blank. I will have to go and straight in, go back again, let's it before we could walk. Oh my God, the laptop is just hanging today. The laptop is just hanging. So I think the next thing we have to do is I'll see find out a way to figure out the power pivot stuff. Like I said, I've been having issues with this lately. Since last weekend, sometimes it will appear, sometimes it will not appear. So Control A to highlight the table and then move it uh to pivot table. So we could add it to data level. So for the next, so the first DAX measure we're going to use is excuse me is to um calculate. Excuse me. Check, checking here. To get the total, you can see my pivot table it is quite blank. So I'll try and figure it out before the session ends. So, so to get the total orders. Okay, good. So what I did, I'm gonna copy this, but what I did is I I did count of the data sets, you understand, then the order quantity, you understand. So I'm trying to count the total quantity we have, the total orders we have. So that is why I'm using count, then open bracket, the data set, then the order quantity. So I'm gonna copy it. Uh, going to copy it, copy, and come here, then create new measures. So I'm gonna paste it. So total total orders, the orders. So we're gonna check if this formula is correct. So it's actually not correct because there's nothing like week one supermarket logistics. You understand? All we have there is logistics, supermarket logistics. So count super super. Or we could just do just count. Apologies, my site is actually deceiving me today. I don't know. Being on my laptop this morning and I can't really see clearly. I need to see a so count the table, then the total the orders in the table. So that is it. That is gonna be our total orders. And take note why when I was trying to insert the supermarket, it didn't appear was because of the fact that this table name is table one. It is not supermarket logistics. Because if it was supermarket logistics, it would it would have appeared. So you do count, open bracket, the table, or you could just, pick the order quantity. It's the same thing. It's just that the table simply means is the table appears because I actually added it to data level. So excuse me, sorry for that. Then bring it in. So you see we have 50. We have 50. And take notes here. I made mention of we have 50, 50. Never mind this 51 here. It's actually 50. Because when you look up here, one, the headers are already occupied in column one, row one. So then the next the next one we're going to do is we're gonna look for the delivery, total quantity delivered. So um, so add measures. So total delivered quantity. So here we are using the sum function by sum, then delivered quantity. So what this formula does is that is going to, am I still live? Okay. So what this formula does is it's going to calculate the quantity that has been delivered. So you can see, check direct formulas. The formula is correct, it doesn't have errors. And when we bring it in, so we have this figure. We have this figure. Let's check if it is right. What am I seeing? Excuse me. Was that it? Oh, okay. Wow. I think there was a mistake here. There was a mistake here. It shouldn't be days. It should. Oh my God. I'm just seeing this now. It shouldn't be days. It should be quantity because I'm trying to calculate the total quantity. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Please, while you are working on this data, this dashboard, please take note. It is delivered quantity and not delivered days. Please take note. This is wrong. Let me correct this, please. I need to correct this. Let me correct it. Oh my God. I think one of the reasons why whenever you're working on a project, you really need to be careful. You need to be careful. Ensure you check everything. Ensure you check everything. Ensure you check everything that is correct. So you don't just make mistake. Because if not because of I decided to look at it, I wouldn't have known that this it is wrong. It's going to reflect here. It's going to reflect. I need to refresh it so it can reflect. But that is by the way. So the next one we're going to look at is going to be the fulfillment rate. So let me copy the formula here, but I will still explain it. Fulfillment rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide the total delivered quantity by sum of ordered quantity. So copy and so add new measures, add measure. So this one is going to be fulfillment, fulfillment rate. So, so like I said, it's going to be divide this by the sum of this. So since because this is table one, there's nothing like supply for market or with one supply chain. So in a table, it's quantity divided. So so then we'll go to number and turn it into percentage so it will reflect as contested. So okay. So we have 70, 97. Let's see if the same thing. So quite the same thing. I think this one aligns. Sorry. Okay. Let's edit this one and make it a number so you can have comma. So use a 1000 separator. So Now the next tax measure we look at is the average delivery time. Average delivery time. So let me copy average delivery time. So it's going to be average of the delivery days. So we'll copy it average. Average and then come here. Copy. So paste it. Well, first let's put average. Sorry, capital. Time. Average delivery time. Average delivery day. Let's say day. Days. So we check it. Formalizing value. Value. Days. Date. Start. So let me get something. Clarify something. Average delivery time. Um, wait a minute. I want to rectify something so I know I'm not making a mistake. Dates. I'm trying to ensure that I am really not making a mistake here, so that everything is in that. Yes. This this isn't aligning at all. Um, Joshua, can you please take over? Let me try and fix my Power Query, my Power Pivot, please.
Um,
Thank you. Let me try fixing it.
okay. Sorry to our online community. Um, I don't know. I'm going to get your reactions if you actually following up what's
Okay,
going on.
can you hear me? Okay, continue. I think I'm back now, but just continue
Okay.
what you're doing. Just continue
No,
what
no,
you're
no.
doing.
Okay. Um. I wish I could see the online community. It would have been much more easier to know how I can relate with them, but I can't really see them. But I hope that they are following. So let me just hand over to you, Mr. Victor, because you are the um. Okay, okay, fine. Mr. Victor, are you ready, or I should go on?
Go on, just go on. I'm trying to fix something. Go on.
Okay. Okay, sorry to our while we wait for Mr. Victor, okay, let me just share some activities, right? Please, we aside from these virtual trainings that we organize, our community group, right, which is a core aspect of EDTS, I would really appeal to every one of us who is not a member of our community to um reach out to either Siska or Jassy, right, Jacinta, to please ask them for the links where you can actually be a member of the community. That way you get to enjoy the full package of being a member of EDTS. And also I would also want to appeal to not really appeal, I really want to advise as many of us who are not really like who still want to be a part of this season 6 internship currently ongoing. You can still be a part of this internship, right? Um you get to learn a lot, right? A lot that you never knew that exists in the data space. So you still want to be a member of this internship season 6, you can also reach out to Siska or Jacinta. They are the co-founders of Evergreen Digital Tech. Okay, I think I've said enough for now. Why I still hand over if Mr. Victor is ready.
Okay,
You,
okay. I think let me go ahead.
all right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. So I'm sorry for the bridging transmission. I was trying to fix something. Apologies, please. I was trying to fix something, and okay, wait. I was trying to make sure that this aligns. This align. So um, trying to understand how I got this. Let's see, just in general. Okay, okay. Let me just give me some moment. Let me still fix this because I'm trying so hard to understand what is going on. Because these, okay, now I understand. So I added an additional column that is just for the, so, right. Hmm, my my eye is really affecting me being on the screen since morning. Wanna get something from my Power Query. Oh my God. The truth of the matter is the delivery day is not really showing in my Power Query, and and a power pivots, which is quite alarming. It's quite alarming. So let me okay. The best thing I can do now, guys, is that I would really come back to it. But first, let me go ahead and finish up the other DAX formulas. But I'll still come back to it. It's a promise. I'll still come back. Let me try and wrap my head around it. So the next one we're going to do, but before then, let's add this late wherever, late delivery. So power pivots, late. So we use equals dates if. Like if for those who are joining us, remember, for those who have been here, I told you guys that because of the fact that this is not the current Excel version, so there's some formulas I need to start whenever I'm in Power Pivot. So now I want to get the late deliveries. So it is just date if order date and the delivery date then days. So click enter. We have this. We have we have three, and the rest of it. So we just save it up. Save it. Then the formula we to use for this is going to be it's just going to be some the what's it called? The late column, sum it up to be able to get the late delivery. So P so late delivery. So let's sum it up. Okay. It's really reflected. So sorry for that. Oh, so it's correct. It's quite correct. So then I click OK. Let's see what it has first. A lot of things are just just being an opposite of everything I did today. I'm not gonna lie, honestly. I'm not going to lie. So the next one we will do is on time delivery. On time delivery. Please, it's just to state this because I like being honest with myself and with people I'm leading. Please, whenever you're working on any project of any kind, ensure you go through this. I don't know if it was because I've been on this fight today. I made some changes to it because most of the things I'm doing are actually not corresponding at all. Not corresponding. So let's get the stock gap. The stock gap is just stock gap is just summing up before we do the on-time delivery. So the stock gap is just summing up the orders that were, you know, orders that were made. So the quantity, orders quantity, that is the stock gap rather. So stock gap. It means just from a quantities of orders. That is what we're gonna do here. I I know I made some changes to this thing today because tell me why it is acting abnormal. So please go back, make it the number, turn it, use a 1000 separator. So you see 13,000. So you could know that this is in thousand. Let's do it to this one too. So that is total quantity. Total quantity. Excuse me. Oh my God. My eyes is so the next one we're going to do is I think the on-time delivery, which is which is going to be divide late delivery. But let's look at it. On-time delivery. Look at the formulas. So it's going to be one minus divide the late deliveries and the total orders, then zero at the end. Okay, well, let's copy it. Let's copy it. So just this measure just helps us to know the on-time delivery. So on time, that's correct. So I have -1.04. Let's check it if that is. We have one here. That's the only thing we have. Okay, we have -1. So you just have to approximate it. So 10 to the 4 is not up to 5. So this is going to be our KPIs. We are not going to add any form of charts, anything. So I'm going to merge this. So merge center, and then we name it key performance indicators. Indicators. So increase the fonts like 20, yeah, 20. And let's use this. So this is orange, the lighter one. Accent 2, then lighter is twin 80%. That's the one I'm using, right? 60%. Okay, the lighter is 60%. So this is going to be our KPIs. Our KPIs. Then the next thing we'll move into is I think I've actually took time. I took time in this calculation. So the next thing we're going to look into is now going to be the analysis. So for the analysis, we are first thing first, we're going to look at the cost drivers. So here I wrote this chart highlights logistic costs. Logistic cost. So and the pivot table is we're going to have the suppliers. And again, I didn't mention something first, though I showed it. Whenever you're working on any given project, there is always need to, okay, there's always needs to know the meaning of each columns, know their meaning. You understand? It's always important for you to know their meaning. That is what is called data dictionary. So you know what you're going in for. So that is it. So what we're going to do is the supplier is the supplier. So supplier people who are supplying. So Dangote, you have Dangote, Coca-Cola, uh, PZ, and the rest of them. So the supplier and total orders. So we have supplier, total orders, and transportation mode. So we want to know the cost driver. So now we insert, I'm gonna copy this, and come down here, paste it, then remove everything one by so the supplier to the row, move the supplier to the row, then uh, oh, excuse me, I'm gonna be starting for what I'm doing. Starting. Okay, total delivery, right? That delivered quantity. So that is what will be my value section. So I will go move the tag measure here, and we'll have this. We have this, and then transportation mode is going to be the column. So we have this. So you see, this is going to be cost drivers, those drivers. Then the next one we're going to look at is going to be inventory movement. So we'll look at the products, products category, and the stock pack. So sorry for that. Oh my God. This morning I've been on field work to classes to services and yeah, so forgive me for yawning. I'm gonna take it out, take this out and bring products category and then remove this field, remove this one too, and bring in the gap. So inventory should be on capital. Inventory, inventory movement. All right, I would explain what this analysis is. Um, what this analysis is. For the inventory movement, it shows the stock availability based on based on the product category. That is what it does. So the next one is going to be um, next one is going to be uncovering bottlenecks. So what I seek to achieve with this is that it's going to show the average days it took each product to get to their store slash locations. So what I added here was store, product category, and average of the delivery days. So I'll copy this, paste it. Sorry, wrong copy. My God, into C++ that's quite long. So we have store, and we have store here, got category here, the column section. Then the average days. You see, is quite like I said. I'm going to return back to those average days because I think I need an average days column, but I'll still return back to it. I just continue. I think these are the three basic visuals. Um, these are the three basic visuals I used. So I'm gonna merge it, center, and this, increase it, center. So this one is, let me copy from self-typing. Going to be uncovering bottlenecks. Bottlenecks. Okay, so this is it. This is basically what we'll be doing. So let me rename this to analysis or analytics. So this one is going to be for the dashboard. Now for the dashboard, I'll still go back to as average days. I'll still go back to it, but let me just do the other so I know that that one will be um the last thing I will do. So for for the dashboard, I actually wireframed in PowerPoint. PowerPoint. So I think this is my list of dashboards. Okay, not this one. Not this one. Okay. Yeah, this is like my library for dashboards. My library for dashboards. So this is where I I have framed everything. This is where I framed everything. So control N. So though I sent what's it called? I sent the wireframe to Ms. Jacinta. So you could also access it if you want. So I'm trying to get the size, sorry. Get the size I used for this. So it is 12.7, 12.7 for the width, and 6.7 for the height and or landscape. So so for the width is going to be 12.7. Excuse me, sorry for that. 12.7 and 6.7. Sure. I think is this. Okay, yeah. So this is it. This is it. So, and the first shape we're gonna bring in is this. Let me pick the color. Pick the color. So the color is 205, 212, and 220 as a color. As a color. So the first thing we could do is just insert a rectangle, cover those. Make sure it's facing. Make sure it's facing. Then format shape, line, the field. If you remember the field, the color code for it is 205, 212, and 220. So we'll do 205, 212, and 220. And 220. Uh, we'll have this. Okay. We'll have this. This is going to be for the background. Yes, for the background. If this was a PowerPoint in Power BI, sorry, this would have been the background of the dashboard and not 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 this color. You understand? Not this color. So let's go back. And the next thing I did was to bring in another shape. Let me get a color code. The color code is 140, 99, 255. 14, 99, 255. So just duplicate, Control D to duplicate this. And for my shape, and just inside the color code. 140. 99. 99, then 255. We'll have this. I would reduce it. Reduce it. Let me look at the wireframe and see. Okay, it came down. Look at the wireframe again. I think it's more better. Yeah, it's more better. Yeah. Let me take it up a little bit. It's more better. Then we're going to bring in a rounded rectangle. Rounded rectangle. Rounded rectangle. Okay. About shape. But before then, let me. Okay. So about shape. Let me get the color code. It should be 255, 255. Yeah. Okay. It is actually 250, 250, 251, 253. 250, 251, 253. So no line. So 253. This is a color we have here. We're gonna round it small. I think so. Yeah. Yep. Move this here so I can have a play here. Okay. Okay. So this is it. This is it. So let me fasten up. This time is fast spent. So I'm gonna bring in four shapes. Ooh, apologies for four shapes. And I bring in four shapes, and it's going to have the same color, but this time around there'll be a line. There'll be a line. So sorry, duplicate, and but let me get the line. Um, that's the line. Well, okay, 127, 127 throughout. 127 throughout. Yeah, 127. Then copy, paste it, so it's easier. Paste it so we go fast enough. Thank you. So that was it. The face is actually so. Okay. Duplicate it and make sure it aligns with the line. One is more bigger than the other. Yeah, this one is more bigger than the other one. Yeah. Good. So Control D to copy another one, bring it down here. So let me see. Now take a look at this wireframe. You can see there was kind of breadth or no, that even was written. I didn't suffocate it. So bring it down here and then bring this one here. So this is it. This is the wireframe. Good. So this this is really the wireframe. Then we are going to bring in a line, something like this. We could demarcate it. Excuse me, sir. So one thing with lines is that you must make sure that it's properly. Oh my God, it's not going up. When it's come to shape, lines like this are stuff I don't like at all. I don't like making use of it because oh my God, it's more better. It's more better. Um, no, 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 no. It's looking like A to Z. It's looking like Z to A, not even A to Z. So, hmm. Let me look at the line I have here. Sorry, what that's called. Yeah. See, this one was very, 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 very clean. Very, very clean. Oh, good. I've spent enough time here. I think I need to fasten up. Hmm. No, it's still, cool. Still not cool. It's not cool in my eye, but let us continue. I'll readjust it. So I'm going to copy this, let's just duplicate it and then cut it, uh, bring it here. Supply chain, market logistics. Then and the next thing I would bring in, okay, the font I use for it is Franklin. Franklin, Gothic, sorry, heavy. So and the size is 16, which we could also increase it to 18. So that is that is it. Then because of time, this is already spent a lot of time here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have two-page navigation between what's it called? Between um the calculation and then the, the dashboard. So please forgive me for want of time. I need to. Oh, Miss Jessica, do I have enough time? Well, how many minutes do I have left, please?
Can we round up like in
Can we
30
round up like
minutes
in
then?
30 minutes? Exactly what?
Can we round up in
Can
30
we round
minutes
up in
then?
30 minutes then? Okay, sure, we could.
Okay, great.
Okay, good. We can. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so I need to fasten up. So for this shape, still the same color. You understand? But let me spell it out. For sake of time, I will be rushing this. So let me call it out. So I use 162.127.255 for it. So this is the color code. So sorry for that. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me do something here. It's a bit tricky. So let me be picking it up one by one. Because of the fact that I'm struggling to figure, because I've been on my laptop since morning. So this is going to be the page navigation for the laptop or the dashboard, sorry, rather. Then this one is going to be okay, it's already here. This one is going to be just for the analytics. So Okay. And I think I need a sunglass, honestly. So my sight doesn't go down. So this here is just for decoration, nothing much. Nothing Then I was supposed to put in the logo of our community, Evergreen Digital Community. That's what was supposed to be there, and well, I didn't get the logo, so what I'll do is just duplicate this, code it. So if you're replicating this dashboard, just put in the logo, the community logo, so people could see it is from the community. Put it in there. So paste it, Control V, and I think that's it. Nothing else. Do we have any other thing? So nothing else. Nothing else. So we're going to group all of them. Control A. Remove highlighter. Remove grid lines, and let me try and get the color I used for this. Oh my God. So fine. 168.151 and 255. That is actually the background color for the background color. So we have 168.151. You can tell. So this is it. I'm going to reduce this to like 70. The zoom level, let me reduce it to like 70. And then I'll copy, duplicate, and copy it. I hope I copied it very well. So, okay, yes, I did. So this is it. Let me increase the level a bit. If what 57. Okay, so 80 is more better. It is more better. It's more better. So what I'm going to do now is just to fasten up. I'm going to bring in the text for everything. I'm going to bring in the text. Just to fasten up. Just to fasten up. So Control D and Control X to copy it. Then to cut it off, I paste it here. So all I have to do is just to do some basic adjustments to it. Just basic adjustment, nothing really fancy. Just basic adjustment. Oh my God. Let me see. Okay. I think this is it. This is it. I don't know. It's just like how else hanging. Not. So let me group all the text together with trying to. Oh, thank you, Jesus. So I'm gonna use a name range for to name all my KPIs. I'm gonna use the name range. So then I'm also adding what's it called? Adding so I'm gonna use T O. Click enter to the next one. Then I'm gonna use T D Q. And I'm gonna use FR. And for this, I've still make adjustment to that one. So let me just click on. I'm gonna do LD and I'm gonna do SG. Okay, enter. Sorry, LD, enter. And I'm gonna do OTD. So now to rectify this thing before we so to I think I thank you so much. Thank you so much. In as much as I'm really battling with my eye, because I need to be honest here. Ah, so to get the delivery days, I think what we should do is to let's look at the table, is to divide the order date, not divide, subtract the order date from the delivery date, so we can be able to get um, the what's it called delivery date. So let's do that in Power Pivot. Um, do that in Power Pivot. So delivery is all in capital letter. Delivery delivery days delivery days. So it's going to be equals. Oh my neck. Okay, thank you so much. It's going to be equals order dates. I know delivery date. Let's see. It's going to give us days. It's going to give us days. It's going to give us days. And this is totally wrong. So let me do it manually, please. Let me do it manually. I'm deleting this. So let me do it manually and then refresh. So I could get a pattern. Hmm. Equals brackets. That date minus bracket D. So close the brackets minus bracket. Okay, good. Perfect. 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 So this is it. This is it. Um, six, one, seven. From the day it was to get the delivery, from the day it was ordered, you can subtract from the day, then see the day it was so let's do this. The rest of the day. Sorry, my God, so refresh now, refresh also. It's coming. So let's look at the 1,000 measure. Okay, yeah, it's here already. So average days. Okay. So now what we're going to do is to, in order to fasten off, let's rename this to ED, ED or DD. So now I'm going to bring in those stuff. Um, so T, sorry, reverse C, O. T was 50, so and we would increase it, then bold it. I love increasing my KPIs very well. So you could see it clearly. They're telling me my KPI is changing. It's Power BI. Just normally use just let me check. So it's 36, and what I used was uh Franklin. Okay, Franklin was what I used. Franklin Heavy. Good. I use uh, extra. Excuse. This is getting get to the I did C CD. That's what I named it as. So this is the total delivered quantity. Then copy, duplicate it. Then I use DT, right? For average days. Yeah, that's what I use for average days. Then that is fixed. And bold it. That's, that's all right. I don't even think there's need to bold this stuff because this is okay already. So we are going to remove the bold. Remove it. So we're going to remove it because it's already bold. Okay, so duplicate it to female rate. I think I use FR for it. I like using shortcuts. So I like using shortcuts. So it will be easier for me to remember. Okay. Might do some adjustment at the end of this. Yes, something is something is really not going well with me here. So for the late delivery, I use LD, LD, LD. Sorry for the sorry for what do you call for the interruption. I was trying to clear my eyes. So this is for the late delivery. Therefore, on time, I did ON, I think OND, right? OTD, right? Yeah, that's what I use. So, and there is this. Guys, I'm really sorry for taking time, honestly. It wasn't intended at all. It wasn't intended. It wasn't intended at all. It's just that it wasn't intentional. So, okay. So the next thing is going to just get the gap, the stock gap, and just bring in the videos, and we are done. We are done. So, okay. So we are live. Stock gap should be SG, SG. This. Yeah. Okay. So we are kind of done with our KPIs, exercising our KPIs, though we'll work on something, still work on something. So because this, my average is not supposed to be showing me minus two. And I can name here hold of my jotter that I jotted everything down. But that's said and done. Let's bring in this. So the first thing we brought in was the cost. Yeah, the cost. So we're gonna choose a column chart. Column chart. This was the okay. That was nothing. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to format them, it and no border, and then use use a thicker one. Um, So I'm going to use this one. So the color code is going to be um, 92, 59, and 255. So that is the first one I'm going to use. Then I'm going to use the same color, but it's going to vary. So this one I'm going to go down a bit. Yeah, something like this. Then this one I have to go to something more lighter, more lighter, like this, like this, right? Yeah, sure. So then we're going to remove the fill. Oh my God, taking time. So going to remove the fill. So Control X to cut it. Then sorry, bring it in. Yeah, paste it. So size it something like this. So I'm gonna remove the line because I don't like line. So I'm gonna remove the line, the line. Yeah, no line. So this is it. This is it. This is the first shot we'll bring in. Then the second shot we're going to bring in is going to be a bar chart. Bar charts. So bar chart. Remove the total. Place in and remove this. Remove this. Then remove this. Good. So then we're going to remove line from this axis. So no line. Then no border. The color font. Okay, so we're going to use this. This exactly. Let me look at it. Let me know if I. Okay. Well, okay. Now see. So what I'm looking for. So this, I'm going to make it, move it to the right instead of the left. So here, I'm going to do high. So high simply means for me, here is going to move um, this axis to this side. So instead of the normal place, I leave it and then remove field, field, make it in. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to increase this as my favorite. That Black Hat is actually my favorite. Yeah, I'm saying this publicly. Black Hat is my favorite chat. I love it. I love it a lot. I love playing around with it. I love playing around Black chats. Okay, I think this is better. So the gap width is actually it's actually 41. 41. So that's 41. Okay. So this is exactly it. Then we're gonna bring in um we're gonna bring in the next one. The next one. So basically, this is not it. And in order for me to be able to get the delivery days, I have to subtract from what's it called, from the delivery dates from the order date, and not the order date from the delivery. Let's turn it around and let's see. Let's see if minus order date. So you see, it's just that I didn't lay hold of my what's it called, my jotter, where I wrote down everything I used for this project. That is why it was actually a big problem to me. So, but now I've gotten, okay, see, it has already corrected itself. So please make sure it aligns well. I don't have an issue with my spike. I did control V and then went back. Right. Now this I'm gonna bring in a column chart for the last time. Then you can see it's actually compiled by. So what I did here is, let me check it out. So you know, when I remove this, and remove this, this, um, remove the line, remove the line. So let me bring it up. Then let me see if it was the same. Stuff I use. Am I still sharing? Okay, good. I need to be sure that I'm still sharing because Nigeria is really Nigeria network will teach you a lot if you're not being careful. So no bother. This time around, I'm gonna go for a more darker since um I have five of them. So this 5 year, this 4 year will work, but let me go for a more darker shade, something like this. Oh, not this one. So it should be a so it should be a this, right? Though there is no correlation between the two of them. One with the other one be a very thick dark. And we'll have this one. And we have this one and this. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking from, let me look at this. It is already 10. I think it's time for me to wrap up. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking from this column. So I'm gonna remove then Control X. I think the next thing is going to be our slices, nothing much. Then bring it down here. Bring it down here. Bring it down. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think this is it. This is it. So Control A. So I could group them. Then this is everything. So the next thing we're gonna do is just bring in our slices. Then we are done. We're done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bless me. So the slicer we used was the store for records. So um input slicer. So we're gonna use the store. Hmm. So how many are there? Five. One, two, three, five. So this is it. So let's connect before we do anything. Let's connect it to the dashboards. Connect to the dashboards. Okay, connected. Bless me. Bless me. So we're gonna remove the header. Remove no header. Just the sliders. And to get it customized. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, okay. So let me know what I use for the background color. What I use for the background color. I use 250, 251, and 253. That's what I use for the background color. Background color. Then vector with data. It was the same thing. I didn't change. Okay, 244, 242, 242, 242, 242, 242. Then the font was Rican. It was this. And this one here was oh, there we go. It's empty. Empty. Okay. So I think that is it. Is there any other thing? Okay. Okay. So let me just fasten the slicer customization. Fasten it. Good. So new slicer. New slicer. So the whole slicer should be 250, 250, 251, 253, 250, 51, 253. And I had this, yeah, yeah. And no border. Then no border. Then 240, 242, 242, 240. Copy it. So good out. Get down. Enter. The same thing. And the fonts should be Franklin. Oh, let me just go down. Save myself the stress. So okay. So Franklin, let's go for medium, right? So regular and should be this. Yep. Um, then Franklin, medium, but this time around bold, so thin, and this, no border. So, and font color, the background should be 42 or 242, 242, 242, copy, paste it, paste it, click enter. And I think we don't even need have to do much here. Format. Then 242, 242, copy, paste it, paste it. So I have this. And so, oh, we done done shortly. Let me just finish up. It's going to be this. Regular. Then let's. I think at this point I'm gonna give it an odd color. Give it an odd color. Select the odd color. So we're gonna give this odd color. 24, 27. The last one is 32, right? I think so. I'll give it this weird color. Weird color. Then should be regular. Then 10. Franklin. Franklin Gothic. Gothic and uh, okay. think that does it. That does it. This is it. Guys, this is the slicer. So I'm gonna duplicate it and then cut it, bring it in here, bring it in here, bring it here. So group it so it's alongside the dashboards. Alongside the dashboard. Then I'm gonna create an hyperlink, place it on those documents. So yeah. So place it on this document. So it's going to be dashboard. It's going to be dashboard. Would be for analytics. Dashboard. So guys, this is it. This is it. Guys, this is it. So Ms. Jacinta, I am done. This is the dashboard.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't think
I don't think she
she's to be on
is
the call for
she's
now,
beyond
but
the
I'll
call for now, but
just
I'll
round up
just
the session.
run the question. Okay, good. Thank
Um.
you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
Um,
Ladies and
ladies
gentlemen.
and gentlemen,
Before then, I want to
before then, I
thank
want to
you,
thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Victor. Thank you
Victor.
so much
Thank you so
for
much for
your time. Thank you
your
so much
time.
for your
Thank you so much for
presence.
your
Thank
presence.
you so much
Thank
for
you so much
sharing
for sharing
insights. Thank you for
insights.
being
Thank you for being
detailed.
detailed.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
um
um,
the knowledge.
the
We really
knowledge. We really
appreciate it, and we
appreciate it,
pray
and we
that
pray that
um
um,
the Lord
the Lord
replenish
replenish
your wisdom.
your wisdom.
Okay, so ladies
Okay,
and
so ladies and
gentlemen, we
gentlemen,
have come
we
to
have
the
come
end of
to
this
the end of this
session.
session.
Once again, we
Once again, we
appreciate
appreciate
our
our
speaker, Mr.
speaker,
Victor.
Mr.
Thank
Victor.
you
Thank you
for adding
for adding
insights to our
insights to
data
our data
community. Your
community. Your
contributions today
contributions today
has added
has added
value
value
and has inspired
and has
many of
inspired
us
many
to
of
keep
us
learning,
to
keep
keep
growing,
learning,
and
growing,
taking
and
action.
taking action.
To everyone
To
who
everyone
joined us
who joined
tonight,
us tonight,
thank you for being a
thank you
part
for
of
being
this
a part of this
experience.
experience.
Um,
Um,
if you
if
found
you
today's
found
session
today's session
helpful,
helpful,
I want to take
I
your
want to
journey
take your
even
journey
further.
even further.
Please make sure to
Please make
check
sure to check
the
the
description box.
description box.
So currently
So currently the core
the channel
the
you're using to
channel we are
view
using
this
to
live
view
stream,
this live
this
stream,
YouTube,
this YouTube,
check the
check the
description box.
description box.
Check the
Check
description
the
box. You will
description box.
find
You'll
links
find links
right in that
right in that
description box to
description box to
register
register
for our
for our
internship program
internship program
and our
and
training
our training
community.
community.
Our
I
training
mean our training
opportunities.
opportunity.
This is your
This
chance
is
to
your
gain
chance to gain
hands-on
hands-on
experience, build with
experience,
projects,
build
and become a
projects, and
part
become a part
of our
of our
community.
community.
So once
So
again,
once
thank you
again,
all for
thank
being
you all
here,
for being
and
here,
a special
and a
thank you
special
to
thank
our
you to
speaker,
our
Mr.
speaker,
Victor,
Mr.
for the
Victor,
impact
for the impact
you've made
you've
today.
made today.
If there's any
If there's any
questions, you can
questions, you
always
can
feel
always
free
feel
to
free to reach out across
um
um
across to us.
across to
Please
us.
do that
Please do that
using
using the description,
the links in
the
your
links in your
description box,
description
right?
box, right?
You can always reach
And
out.
always reach
And
out.
once
And
again,
once
please
again, please
try and
try and
replicate this
replicate
wonderful
this wonderful
project that
project
you've
that you
witnessed.
witnessed.
Tag our
Tag our
tag us on the
tag us on the
socials, right?
socials, right?
So we can
So
keep
we
track
can keep
of
track of
your
your
project
project
and we can
and we can
amplify your
amplify
impact.
your input.
Um,
Um,
I want to thank
I want to thank
our
our
bosses,
bosses,
Jacinta
Jacinta
and Siska,
and Siska,
and I will
and I
give
will give
Jacinta the
Jacinta the
opportunity to
opportunity
just
to just
please
please
say a word
say
and
what and
close this
close
session
this session
officially.
officially.
So ma'am,
So
you're
you're
welcome.
welcome.
You can please
Please
give us
give us
final remarks before this session comes to an end officially.
Hello, Mr. Victor. Please
Hello,
can you
hello.
mute your mic so it doesn't echo. Thank you. So I want to quickly thank Mr. Victor for taking his time to come and teach us this project. He has been able to run us through from scratch how he built this amazing dashboard. Thank you so much. Your wealth of knowledge is really appreciated. And I also want to thank Joshua for hosting the event today. Joshua has been an amazing host, right? I'm sure we want to see more of Joshua. So thank you everyone for joining. And if you want to learn data analysis from beginner to scratch, we are here for you. And if you've learned data analysis and you want to build work experience, you want to work on projects with teams, you want to get reviews from expert data analysts, register for our internship program. And we have a free program we're currently running, our local studio training. So we just wrapped that up, our first cohort of local studio training, and it was absolutely amazing. And if you follow us on LinkedIn and other social media, you'll see how our students have been showcasing their projects and everything that they learned from the local studio training. So if you want to be part of this community, all the links are in the description box. Do well to register and be a part of us. So thank you everyone. It's been I think how many hours? This like 3 hours well spent, right? Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to see your project. Replicate, tag us, tag Mr. Victor. Bye, everyone.